Yes, good afternoon. It's 18 minutes to 2, Australian Eastern Daylight Time, and it's time for rants. Yes, we have a little rant now and again. Well, a rant in regards to what's happening on the news today. Well, not very much. We talked yesterday about the Reserve Bank wanting to um, keep the rates going up. I think, as I said yesterday, I'm sure the Reserve Bank is doing its best to get rid of this Labor government. They did it. They did that to the Liberals. Now they want to do it to the Labor government. They want to create as much um, problems for Labor as possible by keep rising the interest rates. Surely the people of Australia can see it. The Reserve Bank should be closed down. Yes, they should be. They are troublemakers for Australians, and I say right here and now, the Reserve Bank should be closed down, and the business part of it should be taken over by the government, and they decide the rates. I'm sure they'll do a better job than the Reserve Bank. People should not have to have problems. A lot of people are sleeping in cars, sleeping in the street. They can't get accommodation. They can't afford the rents. Rents are too high. But of course, this is the real estate organisations. They're also wanting to keep the rents as high as possible. People can't afford it. In this day and age, there should never be a problem. I think they need to do things that have been experimented in the past. And one of the things that could solve a lot of problems, the Islington Railway Workshops and the Chullora Railway Workshops. Put people in those two organisations, and there are 500,000 people unemployed. Put them in those two organisations, and they can build railway carriages that are needed for suburban running, not only for suburban train running, for interstate trains between Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Darwin, and Perth. Now that's something that should be done. And any people unemployed, that's where they should be going, to the Islington Railway Workshops or the Chullora Railway Workshops. Those places are the places where people should be made to work. And I mean work. Not just sitting at home doing nothing. The time has come for the government to look at that possibility. I know you have to be cruel to be kind, but this is the way it is. I suppose it's like probably someone will say, "Oh, you're thinking like a Third Reich person." Well, during the Second World War, Hitler built his castles and his bunkers, all with slave labour, of course. But you don't have to have slave labour to do. Everybody should be in full employment. There's no reason. And the Chullora Railway Workshops, the Islington Railway Workshops, are there. They're empty. They're not being used. Get them into work and build railway carriages like they used to do. This is the thing. There's 500,000 people. Put them all in there. Problem solved. We'll have railway carriages. There'll be enough trains to be able to operate anywhere. Some of the best trains going. None of this privatisation of the railways. There's too much of this word privatisation. Privatisation of the power. So, what's the situation there? the power prices are going sky high. People can't afford it because people want to rip off everybody else. It is time we had a possibility of proper government. The Labor Party in the federal sphere is trying to do its best, but being hampered by the Reserve Bank, the Commonwealth Bank, and all the other banks. These places don't want to work. They close down at 5 o'clock on Friday afternoon and don't open until Monday morning. That's not the way. That's not service. You're there to provide a service. The banks, they should be open 7 days a week. None of this business of closing down, all this automatic teller business. There's hardly anybody working in banks now. They do it by putting automatic tellers in, and so there's no people behind the counter. Well, that's my whinge for today. We'll have another one later on, perhaps. But that's it. That's my whinge. Okay, bye-bye for now.